Number 1, what is your name?
My name is Gary Doss. Flip me off, and I'll give you candy.
Number 2, what is your name?
My name is Gary Doss. Flip me off, and I'll give you candy.
Number 3, what is your name?
My name is Gary Doss. Flip me off, and I'll give you candy.
Only one is the real Gary Doss and has sworn to tell the truth. Now let's meet our panelists. Meshach Taylor, Paula Poundstone, actor Fred Willard, and Miss World USA, Natasha Allas. Here is the star of To Tell the Truth, John O'Hurley.
Hello there. Thank you, and welcome to Tell the Truth. You flip me off, and you'll be dealing with the wrath of Paula Poundstone. It's time to play To Tell the Truth. How about this? You know the way the game is played? Our three players here all claim to be the real Gary Doss. Two are lying, and only one has signed a statement swearing to tell the truth. Your job will be to find out who that is. So please open up the affidavits that you have in front of you that you are now seeing for the first time. Follow along with me as I read the sworn testimony of the real Gary Doss. I, Gary Doss, am the curator of the Burlingame Museum of Pez Memorabilia, located near San Francisco. My real-life Candyland is home to hundreds of colorful plastic toy dispensers. While my collection originally started out as a love letter to my wife and was stored in the back room of my computer store, today I have traded in my floppies for flip-tops. Come visit my museum and learn why heads like Kermit the Frog and Betsy Ross pop out billions of these little treats every year, and what Pez really means, where it originated, which one is the most popular, and where the next Pez convention will be. I'd love the company, and as always, there's never a need for a preservation. Signed, Gary Doss. All right. Panel and audience, our three gentlemen here all claim to be the real Pez Candy Curator. Which one is it? Meshach Taylor, start us off.
Thank you, John. Number 1, why did you do this?
Well, it was my own fault, basically. We were in a 9-item checkout express lane in a supermarket. My wife looked at a Woodstock Pez dispenser. She wanted it, and I said, we already have 9 items. I'm not going to get you 10. And I put my foot down, and her friends heard about how adamant I had been, and they showered her with these Pez. They were full on her desk, so I sort of got the word from that.
Oh, okay. Number 2, when did you start eating Pez? When did that become a thing in your life?
I don't know when I first started eating Pez. I first started collecting about 15 years ago.
And number 3, how do you obtain all these dispensers?
Well, there's approximately 500 dispensers all in all, and they're manufactured in Vienna, Austria. That's where they first originated at.
All right. Paula, you're looking quizzically at me.
Number 1, is that correct? They're manufactured in Vienna, Austria?
The dispensers indeed are, yes. The candy, however, is manufactured in the United States.
Number 3, what freeways do you take to get to San Francisco from Burlingame?
From Burlingame, you take the 101, 15 miles north to San Francisco.
Number 1, how do you get to San Francisco from Burlingame?
I usually go north when the spirit moves me, yeah.
Number 2, if you flip your head back, does a candy pop out of your neck?
Oh, we'll never get to know that unless Fred continues with that line of questioning.
Number 2, how did you begin the collection?
My wife and I collected at the same time. We were in a checkout line at a grocery store at 9 items or less. I refused to buy her one because I would have made 10 items. I had to go back and get it for her and started from there.
Number 2, has your wife ever said, okay, now enough is enough?
No, we both collect.
Good. Number 3, do you collect anything else, or have you ever collected anything else?
No, I just collected dispensers is all.
And in the museum, do you ever find people try to pilfer the items?
Oh, yes. We also, besides dispensers, we have mugs, and we have silk flowers also we feature.
Gary, number 1,
Natasha, on to you.
Number one, do you have any celebrities? Like, do you have a Paula Poundstone, Pez head, or president?
We are not affiliated with Pez Incorporated, who makes the candies. However, it is their company policy not to make any live people. They've only done 2 in their whole history.
Okay, number 2, what does Pez mean?
The word Pez is the abbreviation for peppermint in German.
Okay, number 3, how many people go to Pez conventions?
Oh, thousands of people.
All right, the bell has sounded, time is up, and it's time for our celebrity panel to lock in their votes without discussion. Is it number 1, number 2, or number 3? And at this point, I'll ask our studio audience to cast their votes as well. And we'll be right back. We'll find out how everybody voted and who the real Pez Candy Curator is, right here on To Tell the Truth.
Do you have a story that can stump our panel? Go to uproar.com and learn how you can be on To Tell the Truth. Want to be an imposter on To Tell the Truth? Go to uproar.com and find out how.
Welcome back to Tell the Truth. One of our challengers is responsible for all this. He's the Pez Candy Curator, Gary Doss. The other 2 are lying. Meshach Taylor, we begin with you. For whom did you vote?
I'm looking at these guys, and I'm thinking San Francisco, up north, close enough to, you know, Mendocino and Humboldt County, if you know what I mean. So that you might have a little time on your hand, and then in that line you might be reaching for a Pez dispenser for some reason. But when I look at them thinking that way, I look at number 1, and number 1 just looks like he's the guy. There he is.
All right, Paula Poundstone.
I have 2 things to say. Number 1,
You've been eyeing those all game.
the kind of person I am.
Taking them out like dominoes.
All right, that's how I was weeding them out. I wanted to see who that would upset the most, and I think it was number 2.
Fred Willard.
I think I saw that plot on A Diagnosis Murder, Paula. Number 3, though, said that they also display other things besides Pez dispensers. I don't think he would have said that if he were not the real person, so I'm voting for number 3.
All right. Natasha, Allas?
I think I found Paula's. It kind of looks like her Princess Leia, Paula Poundstone. I think it's from Pez. So although he lied, I'm still voting for number 1 because he looks like either a Pez head or Santa Claus.
All right. Votes are in. Everybody got a vote. Time now to see how our audience voted. Ooh, split evenly between number 1 and number 2. Number 2 just edges him out. Okay. It is time now to find out which one of our players is the real Pez Candy Curator. Will or real? Gary Doss, please stand up. All right. Have a seat, Gary. Fun story. We'll come back and meet our team of imposters right now. Now, number 1, you were very convincing. Who are you and what do you do?
My name is Lowell. I work for a service that provides transportation for handicapped people.
Oh, well, good for you. Good for you. Noble line of work. And number 3, who are you and what do you do?
My name is Steve Heupel, and I'm a landscape designer.
Congratulations. Thank you for being with us. Gary, how many is enough?
It's been a fun hobby.
It sure is. Well, I count 1, 2, 3 incorrect votes. $3,000 will be split among the 3 of you. Thank you for sharing a wonderful story. And panel, it is time to meet our next 3 challengers.